much. So I knew in my head that it was over for me. The first round happened. He punched me. I couldn't throw back. My instincts weren't there. My fast twitch muscles weren't there. And every single round, I literally wanted to die in that ring. Because in my head, I was thinking, if he punches me, maybe I won't wake up. It actually took a very tough beating to get me out of the sport.
Like Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he beat the hell out of me. Manny Pacquiao would be right in front of me. He would, after hitting me 15 times, and then I would be ready to hit him, and he would be wide open, and I couldn't pull the trigger.
I wouldn't have loved to fight Pacquiao again because he kicked my ass. Sorry. But yeah, there were many fighters out there who I would have loved to fight 2 or 3 times.
You know what? So you had enough of Pacquiao, is what you're saying.
Oh, trust me.
OscarDeLaHoya faced nearly every major figure of his time, from Floyd Mayweather to Bernard Hopkins. Still, one fight continues to linger in his memory. It was an evening when the Golden Boy wasn't just on the verge of defeat, he felt as if he was slipping away inside the MGM Grand. For years, many assumed it was simply a seasoned fighter being outpaced by a younger rival. But more recently, Oscar opened up about what really caused his downfall against Manny Pacquiao, and the truth behind it is far more troubling than anyone ever believed.
I remember to this day the conversation I had with Oscar when I first told him, hey, you should fight Pacquiao. Oscar laughed. He's too little. He's too little, that guy. There's a difference of almost 20 pounds. People want to see that fight. People are excited. He's the guy that's coming up. He's fast, Oscar, but eventually your size is going to break him down. Something was not right. I can see it in his eyes. He's not even throwing punches. What is he doing?
Pacquiao snakes his left hand through DeLaHoya's guard.
I was like, fuck. He had no legs. He had no pop. He had no punch.
Pacquiao is making DeLaHoya look old, slow, ineffectual. DeLaHoya has 0 answers.
I was scared. And I said, you know what? The spark's not there. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it.
In 2008, most people dismissed this matchup as a mismatch. Manny Pacquiao, who began his journey at 106 pounds as a flyweight, was moving up to challenge the much larger welterweight, OscarDeLaHoya. The advantages in reach, size, and strength all leaned toward Oscar. On paper, it looked completely one-sided, but as soon as the opening bell sounded, Oscar understood this wasn't an ordinary fight. He had walked into something far more punishing.
Kind of like deflated the balloon. I felt like, wow, like here I am on top of the world, beating Pernell Whitaker, beating Julio Cesar Chavez, beating Hector Macho Camacho, beating Sugar Shane Mosley, beating all these fighters, okay? Having amazing fights in their prime and creating some amazing events. And then my last fight, I'm like a shell of myself, and Manny Pacquiao beats me, and he's the next champion. It felt I felt humiliated.
Did you know what was slowing down? Joe Louis told me once that he saw the opening.
Oh yes,
he just didn't get there.
Exactly. Manny Pacquiao would be right in front of me. He would, after hitting me 15 times, and then I would be ready to hit him, and he would be wide open, and I couldn't pull the trigger. I just couldn't pull the trigger.
So how did a seasoned champion misjudge things so badly? It began with a major error during preparation. OscarDeLaHoya chose to cut down from 160 pounds to 147, but pushed it too far. When he stepped on the scale, he wasn't just in shape, he looked severely depleted. He came in at 145 pounds, even lighter than the naturally smaller Manny Pacquiao. He was exhausted, lacking fluids, and already worn down before the fight even started. And that physical weakness was only part of the problem.
What was going through your mind at that time, Oscar?
Well, what happened in that fight, I mean, I was a zombie. I was drained. I think I had fought Bernard Hopkins at 160, and then I said, let me dare to be great again and fight this young kid who they're talking about at 147. I literally weighed in 144 for that fight, and I was a skeleton. It was too much. So I knew in my head that it was over for me. The first round happened. He punched me. I couldn't throw back. My instincts weren't there. My fast twitch muscles weren't there. And every single round, if you watch my documentary that came out on HBO called The Golden Boy, it explains to you what I was thinking, what I was feeling. I literally wanted to die in that ring. In the 8th round, everybody was going to stop it, okay? Or the 7th round. one of those rounds, everybody wanted to stop it, including the referee, the trainer. And I said, no, I want one more. Because in my head, I was thinking, if he punches me, maybe I won't wake up, you know?
Were there some other things going on that you wanted to die in the ring?
Of course. I wanted my whole life to die. The whole life that I was living at the time, you know? Having to go through rehabs, having to go through, you know, all this fame and money and women and this and that. It was just overwhelming. And now I can't perform. Now I don't have the last thing that I love, that I worked so hard for. I don't have it anymore.
Right.
So just end it here in the middle of the ring. Just punch me so I can die.
Right. Wow. So, did you underestimate Manny? Did you understand what he was? I think he moved up from what, 106 to 112 and had blown through everybody. 22, 20, 30, 35, 40, 47.
Yeah.
So you didn't underestimate him. You knew what he got Pac-Man that name for. He got that name for a reason.
Oh yeah, I underestimated him, but it didn't matter. Even if I was a dead man walking. I couldn't.
Why not take the fight at 54?
I don't think they would have done it because he was like you said, he was coming up in weight. It was probably too much at the time. But even at 54, he probably still would have beat me. No shame in my game.
What's the biggest mistake, be it in the boxing ring or in business, that Oscar De La Hoya has made?
Probably inside the ring. I stood in there.
That was only part of the struggle. As each round passed, the frightening speed of Manny's, Pacquiao turned into a complete nightmare. Oscar De La Hoya said it didn't feel like facing a person, but something relentless that never slowed down. Punches were coming from every direction, and he couldn't keep up with the pace that felt overwhelming. By the 7th round, his left eye had nearly closed, and he was taking heavy shots while trapped along the ropes. In those moments, the most disturbing truth began to emerge. Oscar wasn't just waiting for the referee to stop it, he was wishing for something far more final.
Like, how are you dealing with being Manny Pacquiao? You're a global star. You are a national hero.
At the time that I became #1 pound for pound in the world.
But how are you dealing with it as a personally? Like being that big, how are you dealing with that at that time?
I never, like, the fans, the world, all commerce, like everything like that. I mean, recognition everywhere like that, even in the Philippines, because most of the people in the Philippines don't believe that I'm gonna win the fight, because even in our Congress, some congressman filed a resolution to stop the fight because it might get hurt me. Like
really?
Yeah.
They were afraid for you.
They said that they said that stop the fight because they might get hurt. Me.
They had no idea.
Yeah. Just like that. So after the fight, like the people, like boom, like that, and then that time, like, you know, oh, this is. But I still, you know, thinking to God for everything, like all that accomplishment is from God.
But man, your life wasn't the same, man. It wasn't the same. Like, you can't go anywhere.
But this perspective isn't limited to Oscar alone. Even today's top fighters like Terence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson view Manny Pacquiao at his peak with deep respect. Crawford has openly said he wishes he had the chance to face Pacquiao before stepping away, describing Manny's timing as unusual and his punch output as overwhelming.
There was one fighter that
you wanted to fight, but you weren't able to.
Pacquiao, for sure.
1,000%. Kid.
And I try to fight Pacquiao.
George's bestie. George's bestie. Yeah. Full respect, but Skinny Hussein knocked him out for 20 seconds, mate. YouTube, Hussein versus Pacquiao.
Pacquiao, for sure. You know, that was a fight that I was chasing for years, since I was 140 pounds. You know, and to see him, you know, fight Boner, Tim Bradley, you know, Keith Thurman and all those.
Chris Algieri.
Yeah, man, I was
no disrespect to Chris.
I was like, man, like, what is going on? Like, these guys is not, you know, like, I'm here and he's fighting these guys. I just couldn't understand it, you know? So if there was a guy that, you know, it would be him. And Danny Garcia. That's my boy.
You thought he was amateur, yeah? Swift.
We split.
Left hook.
We split 1-1. I think me and Danny would have made for a great fight, you know, being that we knew each other real.
Even at 47, Manny Pacquiao is still showing he stands apart. In July 2025, he made a return to face WBC champion Mario Barrios and ended the fight in a majority draw, proving he can still compete at the highest level. When asked to choose between a prime Floyd Mayweather and a prime Terence Crawford, Manny gave a quick answer, backing Terence Crawford as the pound-for-pound king. It reflected the strong respect shared between two elite fighters.
How about this one? Floyd Mayweather against Terence Crawford.
Floyd Mayweather against Terence Crawford, I think Terence Crawford.
Why? Why?
In both prime.
Both the prime. You think Crawford is? Why do you like Crawford?
He has advantage. He is a southpaw.
Right. By the way, switch hitter.
I agree.
Manny keeps it simple. That's a really good point.
I saw Crawford as a southpaw. He mastered it. Like he know how to handle his advantage. He to maximize his advantage against whatever.
And then how about Floyd against whoever that's supposed to be?
This remarkable durability is the main reason the boxing community is so excited about the September 19th, 2026 rematch between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, set to take place at the Sphere.
I wouldn't have loved to fight Pacquiao again because he kicked my ass. So. But yeah, there were many fighters out there who I would have loved to fight 2 or 3 times.
You don't. So you had enough of Pacquiao, is what you're saying?
Oh, trust me. Right when I walked into the ring, I had enough of Pacquiao.
You thought that when you got in the ring?
Oh, well, Rich, this documentary, my gosh, it's sad too at the end because it shows the whole Pacquiao situation. I was getting beat up in training camp when preparing for Pacquiao. So I knew that was the end already for me because Pacquiao was just coming up.
Yeah.
Pacquiao was like the star in the main.
We see Pacquiao running the mountains every day with 50 people around him. He wants to be the first one. So he's killing himself. He's working his legs. He's a warrior. But at 48, his body can't take that much.
Age is just a number.
And I'll bet you Mayweather, people think, oh, Mayweather's out of shape. He's not training behind curtains. That's doing workouts. That is not. That's just to be in shape. And I'll bet you.
Okay, we're here in wild card. We're going to visit wild card.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, congratulations for today.
So soon I'm going to start training for me with the fight.
I'll be here with you.
Yes.
While the bout was confirmed as a professional contest and is expected to stream on Netflix, Floyd Mayweather has recently appeared to shift his stance. Reports suggest he may be leaning toward turning the matchup into an exhibition, potentially to safeguard his unbeaten 50-0 legacy. Meanwhile, OscarDeLaHoya has openly criticized that direction, implying Floyd may be avoiding a fully competitive fight because of the continued threat posed by Manny Pacquiao.
Yo, what's up, guys? I wasn't gonna do a clapback, but all the news on Mayweather, Pacquiao, potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this. Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O? Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Shit, your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your pussy ass retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day, but I couldn't because I wasn't right. Physically, emotionally, I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that shit that I had within my spirit. But now these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work and I feel happy. I feel at peace. And you know what? A man at peace is a dangerous fucking man. I can fucking take on King Kong if I want and beat his ass. Shit, I'll even fight Jake Paul. Let's go.
The situation is now becoming increasingly tense. Manny Pacquiao's camp has confirmed that all contracts have been signed and that advance payments for a professional bout have already been received. They have also warned that if Floyd Mayweather continues resisting the agreed professional terms, they could pursue a major breach of contract case.
I think he's scared of losing. I mean, he's scared of losing because that's his, his leverage for, to go around and have exhibition because of his undefeated record. But if that record will ruin, then what else that he can leverage for to go around and have an exhibition match?
I don't know much about the guy. Yeah. I don't know what what they're really looking for. It's a dangerous fight because a guy like that beats you. Which, you just made somebody. But I don't know. I think that Team Pacquiao is smart enough to choose the right kind of fights, and at this point in his career at least. And they know. I mean, when people are going to tune in to watch Pacquiao fight, I will.
I'm curious now. You felt Danny's punch, and when I've talked to people, they always say that Manny's punch is a really stinging punch. Yeah. A punch that stays with you. Yeah. How do you compare the two?
It's a different punch. I think Manny. I fought a lot of great punchers in my day, and everybody punches differently. And people always ask me, "Oh, does this guy hit hard?" That guy? Yeah, everybody hits hard. Yeah. Amir Khan hits hard. Does he get the hardest puncher? No, but he hits hard. Everyone hits hard at this level. So it's just a different kind of punch. Manny's power is very surprising. He cuts good angles. You think you're safe, and you're not. I've overheard Tim Bradley talk about that too. Like, he just cuts such good angles and is able to generate power from those positions. So it's definitely different. Danny's power is more like spring-loaded. Kind of like almost like a Roy Jones-ish. Okay. Not so wide, but that really just short. And kind of.
A lot of torque.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I asked Shane that same question, and Shane told me there was that one point where he's like, where the hell are all these punches coming from?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
You guy moves and you lose him and you feel the vision, but you think he's off balance, but he's not. Mm-hmm. He's still able to crack it.
Yeah.
What it appears Floyd Mayweather is coming to the same realization OscarDeLaHoya experienced. Back in 2008, Manny Pacquiao is not someone to be taken lightly. If the bout remains under professional rules, Floyd could put his undefeated record on the line against a fighter who continues to defy age and expectations.
You hurt in that fight?
Never. Just emotionally.
Explain that to me.
Yeah, I was
You're
never
getting knocked around, or you're knocking someone around. Is there no pain?
I've never felt pain inside the ring. I've been in some very, very tough, grueling, difficult fights. The only pain I felt was after the fight. I remember I would actually have steaks ready, frozen steaks ready in my room to press them against my face and against my body. It might have been the old Rocky movies that I used to see, but I never felt pain in the ring. It was only emotional pain that I felt when I fought Manny Pacquiao.
2008 encounter went far beyond a simple defeat. It became a mental breakdown that left a lasting mark on boxing history. It revealed that Manny Pacquiao was not just highly skilled, but overwhelmingly dominant in a way few could handle. Now, as September 2026 approaches, the big question is whether Floyd Mayweather is willing to confront the same harsh reality that once shattered the Golden Boy. One thing is clear, the entire world will be watching to see if Pac-Man still has one more shocking upset left in him. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future uploads. Also, drop your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next one.